Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's time for us to take on Zoma, Part 2. I say Part 2 because I unfortunately went to fight Zoma and he defeated me. So what ends up happening when you are defeated, you respawn at the last place you saved. Everybody is a ghost except for Prince Ernie. So I had to go to the clinic and basically have everyone revived. So actually I was able to use Prince Ernie to his Vivify spell to bring Sadie back, and then Sadie used the revive spell that she has to get everybody else on track, and then I just saved at refreshed my hit points and magic points at the end there, and then resaved my game. So it's a good thing I dropped off all that gold at the vault in the last episode, so I only lost half the gold that I had, which wasn't a lot. So I did gain a lot of gold while I was marching through Zoma's castle here. So now, like I said, this time we're heading on into the castle, and hopefully this time we'll be able to defeat Zoma. So yeah, Zoma is not necessarily a pushover, so even at max levels, he can be tough. We'll see that in one of the bonus episodes, but I won't be fighting him with the Sphere of Light. So yeah, if you're going to fight Zoma for the first time here, you want to make sure that you have the Sphere of Light. The Sphere of Light is the item that you got from the Dragon Queen on the upper world. She gave it to you and then passed away and laid her egg. So that is necessary because basically it halves a lot of Zoma's stats. Makes the battle kind of winnable. So like I said, you don't necessarily need it to defeat Zoma, but you'll see how hard it is to defeat Zoma without the Sphere of Light in the bonus episode. And in that bonus episode, I have all my characters maxed out. So it's just pretty much we're going to be retreading the ground that we went over in the last episode. But instead of turning around when we get the final treasure, we will be heading down the right side of that floor, and that'll take us to basically Archfiend Zoma's room, where he awaits us with his 3 main lieutenants. We saw one of those lieutenants in a battle with our father, Ortega. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to jump in and help our dad, and he unfortunately passed away. So we definitely want to get our revenge for Dad there against King Hydra. But who are the other 2 minions that are with Zoma? Well, we're going to find out in just a little bit. But speaking of 2 minions, we still have 2 more enemies that we haven't encountered in the game yet. So we will get lucky and encounter them here, though. So here's the first one, the Manticore. So he's not too difficult. He drops the Sorrow Shield, which is a unique item. It's the only way you can get only from him and another character, another one of these palette swaps, the Leonos that are in the Rubus's Tower. Well, that's the shield is cursed. Whoever takes damage with that shield, it gets split amongst the other party members too. So I guess it'd be good if you're like a character with like maxed out defense, so they'd be taking very little damage from physical attacks, so even if it got spread out to the other characters, it would basically be nothing, so. Let's head on down here, and past this, actually the last floor and this floor to the end is where we can encounter those 2 monsters that we missed. And I got lucky, because on this way down, I ended up fighting both of them right away. When I went down on my unsuccessful bid against Zoma, I actually had a farm running, the Bulldog enemy here. So, luckily he doesn't have too many hit points. You can almost take him out in like 1 hit. I guess the game is being nice to you like that because he's one of the monsters that can cast that defeat spell. So yeah, they don't want to give him a whole bunch of hit points, so he has a great survivability and keep casting that defeat spell on you. So he's not going to run out of MP like how the mimics do. So with that, we've encountered all the regular enemies in the game. Now we just have to encounter the 3 remaining henchmen, and then the archfiend Zoma. So we're so close to running into them, and last episode, like I said, we wanted to make a save, that way we didn't lose any of our progress, you know, if we were, you know, defeated like I was. So it's important to have a save right before you fight Zoma, because there's a post-game. It's not really like a post-game where like new stuff opens up for you, but you can, they let you play the game after you've defeated Zoma, and you have a special title, and it adds a few little things. The major thing that it adds is it allows you to leave behind your hero, Prince Ernie in my case, back at the guild, so you can, you know, level up quicker without Prince Ernie, because remember, experience is divided amongst how many characters you have alive at the end of the battle. So, since Prince Ernie is never class changing, he'll probably reach level 99 even though he levels slowest before anybody else, so you can drop him off. I know when I did my level grinding to level 99, you know, I ended up dropping off Prince Ernie and just was running around the party of 2 or 3 depending on who leveled up and the way they leveled up. So you might want to heal yourself up here. I was able to heal myself up pretty good between at that last battle there. I kept using the Sage's Stone, which casts the heal us spell for free. So I'm pretty much at full hit points here. And here is Zoma. Prince Ernie, I bid thee welcome to thy altar of offering. It is I who will bring destruction of all things. All living beings shall be demolished by me, and the entire world sunk into despair, commencing with thine own demise, Prince Ernie. Come, my servants, destroy them so that I may thrive on their suffering. And we have King Hydra here. So, King Hydra, he has a mixture of physical attacks and breath attacks. So he has basically almost like a 60%, a little over 60% chance to attack regularly, and he can attack twice per round. And then he has about a 37% chance to breathe fire. All his fire breaths are all like medium damage, so they're not super damaging, but you know, when you're hitting all 4 of your characters, it adds up. So he has regeneration, like all bosses, of between 90 and 109 hit points. If you're going to use attack spells on him, use either the Infernos type spells or the lightning spells on him, because they're the only ones that he has no resistance to. He resists fire 100% and ice 30% chance. So we have a second Baramus Bomus, which is like the body of Baramus. And he can attack up to 3 times. He's guaranteed to attack once, 100%, 75% chance he attacks twice, and 50% chance that he attacks 3 times in a row. He uses a lot of spells, mainly the Explode It. He has almost a 50% chance to cast Explode It, which is everybody for a lot of damage. He also has Flaming Breath that are strong, so it's stronger than King Hydra's. It's a 25% chance to do that, and then his other 25% chance is to just regularly attack. One thing you might want to do is you might want to cast the Barrier spell, which gives you some defense against breath attacks and magic attacks. So that's a Pilgrim spell. So I had I think I had Indy cast it. Either Indy or Sadie cast it. So let's see, he's gonna get another level here. And then we have one more battle here with the final lieutenant, and it is Baramus Gonus, which is like Baramus' skeleton. And this guy, he only hits with physical attacks. So he's pretty susceptible to magic. He has no resistance to fire, lightning, ice, or the Inferno spells. He does have really good resistance, over 70% to the Surround spell. So if you're thinking about, oh, I'll cast Surround on him so he misses me with all his physical attacks, yeah, it's not going to, it's not, most likely not going to work. So, you can, though, instead of, since he has no magic or breath attacks, you could use the Increase spell, which is a wizard spell. to increase your physical defense, because that's all he's going to do, is just attack you physically. So, both he and Bammer's Bomas, they actually have a lower regeneration. They only regenerate 44 to 55 hit points. So, this guy has a lot of hit points. King Hydra can have up to 550 hit points. Bammer's Bomas, the guy before, he has up to a max of 450. This guy has a max of up to 900. So he might take the longest to take out. But luckily, he's not really the toughest. He's probably the easiest of the bosses because, like I said, he only has a physical attack. So he only attacks once a round, so he's not too much of a problem. I guess they wanted to give you an easier boss so you can use like the Sage's Stone to heal yourself up in preparation for Zoma, because as I said earlier, Zoma's no cakewalk. He's going to be throwing spells, attacks, and he's, most annoyingly, he has a freezing ray, which removes all your buffs. As you can see, in most of the battles, what we've been doing is having Indy cast By-Kill on Prince Ernie, Tennison casting By-Kill on herself, to basically double our attack. So, both of them had, all those characters had pretty decent resistance to the sap spell, so that's why we didn't bother trying to lower the defense of any of those lieutenants. Zoma, however, is susceptible to sap, so we're definitely going to want to use the sap spell on him to bring his defense down. One thing you might have noticed I've done is I took the meteorite armband off of Prince Ernie and I gave it to Tennison to pretty much guarantee that Tennison is going to go first. I also, because Tennison is the fastest character without the meteor armband, and I gave Tennison the Sphere of Light, because the Sphere of Light is, you want to use that as soon as possible on Zoma to like cut his stats in half. So, yeah, Zoma has no resistance to sap or defense, and the only other spell he has no resistance to is lightning. So, Prince Ernie can use his lightning spell, but I'll be saving his MP mainly for the Heal Us All spell. So you pretty much guarantee that Tennison went first, use the Sphere of Light, and it removes his, like, Cloak of Darkness. So he's still going to be a lot easier, but he's still a tough cookie. So... now he's all blue, because he's... and he got lucky, he decided to just, defend himself this first time, so... Zoma has 1,023 hit points, and he can regenerate between 90 and 109 hit points between rounds. So, he has a 38% chance to attack, a 25% chance to use a freeze beam. His worst attack, though, is that snowstorm. He's a chilly guy. He has a 12.5% chance against snowstorm, or breathe blizzard breaths. 12.5% chance it's a medium, and 12.5% chance that it's a real strong one. So, yeah, Zoma hits really hard, and he has 2 attacks, I said, per turn. So it really stinks if he uses like 2 strong gales of blizzard breath or casts snowstorm twice in a row. As you can see, he unfortunately take out Indian Sadie, and he almost takes out Tennison. Sometimes you have to be preemptive, so I preemptively cast the Heal Us All because I knew we were kind of in danger. So luckily, Prince Ernie and Tennison are good to go. And we get lucky here. I cast the Vivify. It only has a 50% chance to work, but I get lucky and it works, and a 100% chance that the Leaf of the Wall Tree works. So after this round, we're going to have everybody kind of back up on their feet, pretty much healed up. So Prince Ernie and Indy need some healing, but we will take care of that. So yeah, not too many. Prince Ernie used so many of his magic points already because of that Heal Us All spell. So he's going to use single targeting to Indy. Sadie will keep using the. Pretty much Sadie will just mainly use the Sage's Stone for healing. And like I said, Tennison and Prince Ernie will be our main attackers, who are by-killed. Now, if Zoma uses that freezing ray, it takes off all of your buffs, so you'll have to reestablish the by-kill on Prince Ernie and Tennison. So that's why we're not using any of the other buffs, such as like the barrier spell or the speed-up spell, because like I said, he has a 25% chance to just use that freezing ray to remove your buffs, so you might be wasting a lot of turns just putting buffs that he'll instantly take off. So there's the freezing beam. So yeah, Ernie and Tennison are back to their normal attack power. And mostly everyone's back to their full hit points here, thanks to the combined casting of healers from Indy and Sadie using the Sage's Stone. So we're going to want to reestablish that by-kill real quick. That'll obviously, help us overcome his regeneration. And we did get lucky there. You always like it if Indy manages to go before Prince Ernie and by-kill him up before he goes. Which is another reason why I took the meteorite armband off of Prince Ernie, to slow him down a little bit, so that it was more likely that Indy would go before him and cast the by-kill on him. So pretty much that round was kind of wasted, because the damage that Prince Ernie did was probably just regenerated. So, it was wasted since we didn't do any damage to him, but then again, he didn't gain any hit points back. So, like I said, most magic is going to be pretty useless against Zoma. The only ones that are useful are the sap and the lightning spells. He resists all the other spells, so like your ice spells, your fire spells, your inferno spells, ain't going to be useful, so... Taking off some decent damage there. Over 300, but like I said, that'll round down to 200 once he heals up between rounds here. As you can see, he's no pushover. He has all these multiple damaging spells. And it stinks because he focuses a lot on, well, his spell is Snowstorm and the Blizzard Breath. And there's only one real piece of equipment that gives like resistance to like ice spells, and that's the Flying Water Cloth, and that's only usable by wizards. Yeah, I think that maybe the sages will be able to use it too, but they can't. So yeah, we don't have a lot of equipment like the magic armor. Dragon Mail gives protection against the blizzard, fire, not so much against ice. Heed my words, so long as brightness exists, so does darkness. This vision I do see. From darkness deep, one more will follow me. But when that time doth arrive, thou wilt too have aged and died, ha ha ha. So yeah, so Zoma basically says that you may have defeated him, but in the future, there's going to be more evil that's going to appear. And if we're putting all the dots together, we've already seen who that evil is. We've also seen that evil conquered. But I'm not going to spoil it, just in case. I won't spoil it until the next episode. So we end up in this pit here. We luckily all the monsters are gone, just like at the end of Dragon Warrior 1. Once you defeat the big bad, all the monsters disappear. And we get to see a link to Dragon Quest 1 here. In Dragon Quest 1, this was the cave where we found Erdrick's tablet, which told Chicken what he had to do in his adventure. And in Dragon Warrior 1, this cave only had 2 levels. The 3rd level was missing. And now this is gonna show why that basement level is missing, because when everything collapses there, it closes that area off. So now this map will look like it does in Dragon Warrior 1. It has the same layout. It's they make it a little wider here. They double the width in this game. And it's still the same thing. Two floors and staircases and exit in the same place. So yes, we've now defeated Zoma the archfiend, but we still have a little thing to do. We still have to celebrate our victory, and we will do that in the next episode. Uh-oh, it sounds like something is closing above. And light has been restored to this world. And we'll explore that world and see what people have to say with us bringing the light to the world in the next episode. Take care, have a good one. Bye.